Do you enjoy this? Minors vs adults. Cheney's unfazed. Kids are hard to control with a gun. Then he marched over to Rose, striding forward with gusto. This time, the girl's gun was waterlogged and wouldn't fire. Cheney punched. Carver arrived too late. Cheney took the girl and fought the bandits across the river. Despite Carver being a sharpshooter, the enemy lurked in the dark, with the river ahead. 10 Carvers couldn't cross easily. Then Ned panicked. Carver and 10 Colts were coming. He shoved the girl down. He stomped, asking with Ned, "Teacher's inspection. Father, you there? Can you hear me? Shoot me a response. I'd kill this girl, you know I can. Still don't believe me? She's Carver's girl, everything's peachy. Planning on me killing her. Really, is that even an option?" Ned thought, jittery facing Carver. If he hurt her, it'd be disaster. Carver could take her and run with the whole show. So he hurriedly came up with conditions. Let Carver come up and release the girl on sight. Carver countered, "No, I want the puppy to." Besides the girl, Ned needed to leave Cheney behind so the sheriff's boys could finish their job without a chase. Right? Cheney had zero leverage, while Rose started gearing up and showing him who's boss. Spotting Carver headed up the hill, Ned got the truth of the matter and decided to take Rose with him. Now with the new duty of keeping Ned safe, sneaking around for years was not the way to go. Cheney begged and pleaded, tears welling up in his eyes, yet Ned and the others still turned and left without saying a word. The bitter taste of pain, who can he blame for it but himself? It was all self-inflicted. Being abandoned stung. Rose didn't dare speak out of turn. She hinted to Cheney, if only had let her go, the courts would definitely listen. That's when Cheney's inner killer came out, mumbling he needed her to shut it. He whipped out a knife, pressing it against Rose's neck. Enter Texas' own Super Cop Raboff. With a single shot, Raboff knocked Cheney out cold. He had come over after hearing the gunfire. Carver had a plan to take on 4 thugs all by himself. They stood above, surveying the scene. Carver puffed out his chest, sporting a grin. Facing the 4 thugs fearlessly, Ned thought Carver was crazy and reminded him of the deal. Carver started creating a ruckus, trying to keep his nearby friends well out of the fight. After throwing out a few boastful remarks, the epic showdown was about to kick off. Carver hopped on his trusty steed, guns blazing, charging at the 4 not-so-lucky folks, and first up was Hardell. At that moment, Raboff was scuttling from a high point, gearing up to take those guys down. Carver took a hit, but slowly and determinedly drew his gun to bid farewell to the sheriff standing before him. Cheney suddenly woke up, and Rose quickly grabbed Raboff's gun. She aimed at her nemesis, steadying herself and letting loose a shot that sent Cheney flying, but the kickback sent her into a frigid cave, rolling until she was luckily sniped by vines. She called out for Raboff, but he was still out cold. That's when she spotted a body, a knife hanging from its clothes. When she turned to grab it, suddenly discovering a terrifying snake coiled near the body, surrounded by venomous company, Rose could only scream, and Carver arrived, his hefty frame surprisingly agile as he jumped down. Alas, too many snakes. Rose got bitten. Carver blasted them away. He swiftly made a couple of slices on Rose's hand, and without hesitation went in for the blood-sucking. Then he bound himself, hoisted Rose, and called to awake Raboff. Both were successfully rescued, and Carver kept it brief, hopping onto Rose's little black horse, giving Raboff a nod. Immediately, they took off out to find a doctor fast. Rose wasn't allowed to die. As they hopped over corpses, Carver stayed silent, while the little horse rushed across the plains, pounding through the pine. As the sun sank lower, darkness crept in, and the little horse was feeling the burn. Yet Carver showed no hesitation and whipped out his knife. He jabbed the knife into the horse's rear, and off the little guy sped under a starry sky. They ran until dawn. The little horse collapsed, exhausted. It looked like it was about to wait for death. Carver didn't hesitate and ended the little guy's life. Not a word spoken, he scooped up the flailing Rose and sped off to the dentist's play. Rose's heart broke, and Carver shared her pain as exhausting himself to get the girl to safety. Rose lost consciousness, and after what felt like an eternity, snowflakes began to fall. Finally, they spotted the dentist's home. Don't forget to subscribe for more thrills.